So the next break fall is our number 4 break fall, which is a shoulder roll. Okay, there are times when you lose your balance, and then you can either maybe put your hands out, which I would not recommend, or you can just roll with it. So just a side note, when I'm talking to little kids, 4 or 5 years old, I just have them do a somersault. I've had kids that are just scared to do a forward roll, and so to me, it's not, at that age, it's not that big of a deal, but once you get to 6, 7, 8, in my mind, it becomes more important, and certainly through the junior and teen and adult classes. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like. I'm going to not roll end over end, but I'm actually going to drive my shoulder, or drop my shoulder down to the ground and curl up and roll around with it. Now you'll recognize this position from our sideways break fall. I'm keeping my chin tucked. If I did it right, my head should have never hit the ground, and I could wind up slapping the ground like so. So let me show you again. And last time. Okay, now this one is particularly tricky to teach, because once you get going, you have to do it, and there's no way to slow down while you're in midair. So I like to teach it by saying that if I have my left foot on the ground, then my right hand is going to touch the ground. And if it was the other way, right foot, then left hand. So at any rate, left foot on the ground, right hand on the ground as well. You can start off on your knees. The other hand is going to slip through, palm facing upward, and it's almost like my ear is listening to my shoulder. I kind of need to get my head out of the way. That way my shoulder can touch the ground. Once I'm here, I'm going to push using both feet to kind of get me going, but I'm going to stay curled up. If you look up to see what's going on, then you're going to end up going forward and doing a face plant. So I kind of look behind me, push, and roll around like so. Last time, you could start off on the ground, opposite foot and hand, slip the other one through, palm up, get your head out of the way, and roll around. In order of progression, you should start off on the ground, then you should start off, or you should continue from maybe a crouch position, then you can do it from a standing position, then you can do it from a walking position, and then maybe even eventually you could do it from a running position. So that's our forward roll.